Denis Shapovalov has a break point in the opening game of this match.
Interesting you bring up that match, and we know that Shapovalov has a big serve, that lefty serve.
And that ball flipped the line.
Goffin.
And Shapovalov overcooks the forehand. Goffin holds. Opening game of the match. Shapovalov is pulling this off. That's well done from Goffin. Not a poorly played point by Shapovalov either.
But as I mentioned at the start, he's going to have to pick the moments because Goffin is a great defender, deflects pace very well. He's had to recover not just from singles but also from some doubles matches.
In fact, it was only maybe a couple hours after that 5-set comeback win over Taylor Fritz that.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Love 15.
Here on your favorite players, track the latest scores, stats, match highlights, player news, and more. It's all available in the App Store and in the Google Play Store. You can also go to usopen.org. And that lands on the line, and that is probably the most beautiful point of the match so far of the night.
Arsenal of shots. He's an exciting player, likes to move forward. Goffin a little bit more efficient, very solid. Excellent get there, finding the line.
And what a beautiful response from Goffin.
Advantage Goffin.
But yet, because of his movement, he's able to generate enormous power. Takes the ball early.
And that's just 3 straight solid points from break point down. Goffin holds for 3-2 in the first.
He's got a great serve, but it can only get better as well. And even though he won that point, that ball toss was so far to his right in the last match against Taylor Fritz. He started getting the ball toss a little bit better in the 5th, and his serve was untouchable.
As he pointed out, on a court of similar speed than the fast courts here this year. Shapovalov coming forward, and they'll Goffin using that speed to run down the drop volley. Shapovalov was right there with the response.
Shapovalov's going to continue to add to his repertoire, is being able to mix in the slice off the backhand and then drive the one-hander. He's much more comfortable driving the one-hander, but as we've seen in today's game, if you give the same pace ball over and over, these guys are so good at absorbing pace.
Yes.
A little surprise so far on break points.
Oh, that's a huge backhand down the line. And Denis Shapovalov holds for 4-all.
4 games off a set.
Got a good look at the disguise on that drop shot from Goffin.
There, feeling that Shapovalov had to respect the drive backhand there, went to the drop shot, but more importantly, came up, has a lot of experience under his belt.
Well, that was just incredible play from Goffin, who holds for 5-4 in the first. Shapovalov serves to stay in the set. Schwartzman lost from 2 sets up in the first round.
Game, Shapovalov.
My apologies, Milos lost to his countryman Vasek Pospisil. A great hustle from Goffin, but Shapovalov has one more in his pocket.
Yeah.
But we are here, and we're grateful to be here. The USTA has done a really fabulous job, I think, Nosey, about making everybody feel safe. We're tested so often. Masks are on all the time. Oh, magnificent from Shapovalov.
We talked about his athleticism. Goffin, complete control at this point, but did not do enough with that volley right there. You can see how much court he left open. He had to run over and cover the line, and Shapovalov was able to flick it cross court for a winner.
Honestly, that's the biggest difference between any year and this year. The crowd would have been going nuts after that point. Instead, Shapo hits it, fist pump, and nothing. Just some incredible depth from both players in that point. That's just so good from Goffin.
Look at where he makes contact with that ball and then quickly in. Be careful here if you're Shapovalov. The pressure.
Erased.
Yes.
6th ace of the match for Shapovalov.
It's always a difficult proposition returning a lefty serve on that ad court. Adept of going up the tee as Shapovalov is. It really leaves you guessing. Wasn't a bad shot there from Shapovalov. He was able to get up to this drop shot rather quickly from that part of the court.
That probably works against most players. An immediate correction from Carlos Ramos, our chair umpire.
Advantage.
And Shapovalov will get another chance. Well, now, full fistful of set points coming the way of the Belgian after they change ends. And there it is, a shutout. Rarely seen in these parts. 7-love, and David Goffin takes the first set, 7-6. First point, second set. Denis Shapovalov needs a little bit of positivity. Saw a big fist pump after that. Super speed from Goffin once again, but Shapovalov that time all over it.
15-all.
Yeah, it's a good angle to see just how fast David Goffin is. Look at how quick he is moving.
Oh, big running forehand from the Canadian.
Such a great shot maker as the Canadian. This is such a difficult shot and barely an opening. You can see him bend it right back in up the line. Beautiful shot there from Shapovalov. That's a great camera angle there.
Oh, a little help from the net cord. That's right. Shapovalov said sorry, not really sorry. And now Denis Shapovalov, who had 4 break chances in the first set, has 3 coming his way should he need them on the Goffin serve here. Look at that. It was out. That ball was out when it hit the net.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Lucky and good is tough to beat.
15.
Yeah, but you know, it's love 40. He can get on the offense right away.
We'll get a look at his second serve here at 15-40. And he doesn't even need to take a crack because Goffin throws his second double fault of the match in. And the break of serve goes to Denis Shapovalov. That's the first time either player has broken serve when they've played each other.
Oh, dealt with that nicely. That's a difficult shot moving forward. The ball's below the height of the net quickly. Nice job from Shapovalov.
Impressive, actually. He held that too for an extra split second to see if Goffin would tip himself off as to which way he'd go, and he went behind him. Beautiful 1-2 from Denis Shapovalov. He consolidates the break and leads 4-1 in the second. Goffin took the first in a tiebreak.
Bautista Agut.
Oh, how about that for hands from Shapovalov?
It is way up there because he likes to move forward. He's got good hands up there. He's only going to get better at the net. So good to see.
Well, heck, he's in the quarterfinals of the doubles event here at the U.S. Open. 3 points from the set now. 2 points from the set now.
30 love.
Great rally there from both players.
And that time Shapovalov cuts off the court on Goffin, forces the error, and the Canadian has taken the second set from David Goffin. Wow, he just unloaded from the center of the court.
15
weapons, and Shapovalov just can absolutely uncoil and create so much pace off of the ground, but especially off that forehand wing.
Too good from Goffin.
Unfortunate there. Nice point, Kel Yuzny, and he really did a good job with Shapovalov. As we mentioned, we know he has the weapons. It's just a matter of him learning how to play a little bit better, and by that we mean by shot selection, knowing how to use his weapons in the correct manner.
And right now in the opening game of set number 3, set 2, it's Shapo putting the Belgian under pressure immediately here at the start of the third. And in this case, Shapovalov gets the break to open up the third set. So Goffin emphatically with his fastest serve equaling of the night at 122 down the tee. It seems to be it's an easy misnomer to buy into with Goffin, right? That he's a great defensive player.
Doesn't hone in on just a couple serves. Ooh, that's vintage Goffin there. Up in the court, beautiful two-handed backhand, line that up. Watch the court positioning. He's a couple feet behind the baseline, then look where he makes contact with the next backhand. Oh, that's the best volley of the match so far from Shapovalov. True conviction on that volley. So look at the slow-mo here. Does a great job of getting it out in front, using the legs to go through it, fully committing to it.
Carved that forehand right at the end. Goffin was a sitting duck there.
Yeah, he was so close to the net. Didn't do enough with the backhand with the lob.
Opportunity for Goffin to get back on serve in the third.
Wow, that's a really good volley there. And he forced Shapovalov to come up with a pretty tricky volley here.
Denis moved forward so quickly to get to the ball before it dropped below the level.
And sure enough, he goes T once again.
A break point saved and a little serving volley on game point. Denis Shapovalov is out to a 5-3 lead in the third. And now playing with all sorts of confidence, Denis Shapovalov.
Early in his career already, he's shown the ability to rise to the occasion. He's had some big runs and events, and you just wonder.
Should he get through tonight's match? He's 1-3 lifetime against. Oh, it's so good. Not only is it so good, it's so big. Got a little extra juice on that bat. Denis Shapovalov, one set away from a spot in the U.S. Open quarterfinals in a Grand Slam event for the first time in his career.
What a return that was on the full stretch from Shapovalov. Mixing up the location. Oh, that was a beautiful serve there. And he did an excellent job of following it in.
Shapovalov holds it love. Again, we haven't seen a whole lot of smooth service holds. And there it is. The first break of the fourth goes to the Canadian. All right, Shapovalov has challenged, and that point continued like nothing happened, but both guys made two amazing gets at the beginning of that point.
Yep.
Yeah, that lands smack dab on the line.
Yes.
Wow.
40 love at 5-4. Another break chance. You bring up Tsitsipas, though. Actually, there is a correlation.
Tsitsipas. We've seen it with Sasha Zverev as well.
Well, that's just some great play from Shapovalov in the open court.
Our producer Harold Heck in the truck tells us 87 miles an hour, and to be honest, it didn't look like that. Oh, nice volley there from David Goffin.
Denis Shapovalov leads 2-1. Oh, that's big from the left-hander.
Wow, this guy comes up with some shots. Player, this was not a bad approach shot here from Goffin, but the ball just explodes off the racket of Denis Shapovalov. That's still where I think it's hard, because Shapovalov is so explosive. That's vintage Goffin there.
Shapovalov with the running forehand pass.
So explosive. Gets this ball so quickly.
Massive game this has turned into. And Denis Shapovalov finally breaks through for the second time in the fourth. He takes a 4-1 lead, already up 2-1 in the round of 16 of the 2020 U.S. Open.
Time.
That's beautiful from Shapovalov. There are those commands that we saw from the very first game of this match. Also see Denis doing a little of what looks like meditation, perhaps, on the changeovers.
Game Goffin.
And that's the first break of the match for Denis Goffin.
36 winners. He would want that reversed.
And that's wide. And Denis Shapovalov has 3 break points, which are also 3 match points. That's one save. Not even a second glance from Shapovalov. Well, that's 2 by the wayside, but 1 more match point. And there it is. He's done it. Denis Shapovalov is into his very first Grand Slam quarterfinal with a 4-set win over Denis Goffin. 6-7, 6-3, 6-4, 6-3.